It's benkageyama.medium.com is the website, where there's an article by Ben Kageyama entitled How Angels Really Look According to the Bible. Heaven might be more bizarre than blissful. And Mr. Kageyama begins, when people think of angels, they mostly picture a majestic human-like winged being. Cherubs, which are a type of angel also mentioned in the Bible, have been reimagined to fit the image of Cupid, cute babies with tiny wings. However, these conceptualizations are not entirely accurate. Angels, according to the Holy Text, are a bit more bizarre. According to the Bible, there are different types of angels which surround God. I wish I knew how to pronounce the name of this Jewish scholar, Maimonides, from the 12th century, ranked these beings in terms of importance in the hierarchy of heaven. What arises is a description of 4 beings from that hierarchy that have been explained in detail in Scripture and the historical circumstances around their conceptualization. Cherubim, or cherubim. The cherubim, later shortened to cherub, is the lowest ranking among the 4 types of angels. The Bible describes these beings as animal-human hybrids, tasked with guarding the Garden of Eden against humankind. In the book of Ezekiel, the prophet's vision depicts them as having 4 faces: that of a lion, an ox, an eagle, and a human. They have straight legs, 4 wings, and bull hooves for feet that gleam like polished brass. One set of wings covers their body, the other is used for flight. This description is far from how we imagine the cherub now. While scholars credit its modern-day image to Greek and Roman deities like Cupid, they attribute the detail in the Bible to cultural exchanges with ancient Babylonia, Syria, and Egypt. The cherub's functions of guarding sacred places and their mixed appearance is similar to that of the Babylonian Lamassu, the Egyptian Sphinx, and the Hittite griffin. Malachim. The term angel comes from the Greek word angelos, which originated from the Hebrew word for messenger, malak. The Malachim are messengers of God and are the closest looking to us humans. They are 3rd in rank among the 4 types of angels. In the Old Testament, they acted on God's behalf, as did the angel of death in the Passover story, or Michael, the archangel who protects heaven. In the New Testament, they often acted as messengers, like Gabriel, who told Mary of her immaculate conception. These named angels are often the ones people think of when asked to imagine one. However, while the Malachim looked like human beings, there was no mention of them having wings in the Bible. The earliest known Christian image of an angel from the mid-3rd century was without wings. It wasn't until the late 4th century that artists reimagined angels with the possession of wings. According to some researchers, this was done to represent their sublime nature, despite artists knowing that Scripture did not describe them as having wings. Seraphim. According to the prophet Isaiah, the seraphim is an angelic being that surrounds the throne of God, singing, "Holy, holy, holy," in unison to God's approach. The prophet describes them as having 6 wings, 2 of which are for flying, while they use the rest to cover their heads and feet. Seraphim are 2nd highest in rank, according to Maimonides' angelic hierarchy. One may trace the historical influences for the seraphim from its name. Seraphim derives from the Hebrew word saraph, which means to burn in English. Digging deeper, the Hebrew word saraph means venomous desert snake. In ancient Egypt, people referred to the cobra as the flaming one. Its icon was called uraeus, and it usually adorned the pharaoh's headpiece. Several historians speculate that the authors of the Old Testament derived seraphim's wings and flames from Egyptian imagery and association with the cobra. Ophanim. The Ophanim, or the wheels, are arguably the most bizarre being in the Bible. Ezekiel's account in the Bible describes them as beings made out of interlocking gold wheels, with each wheel's exterior covered with multiple eyes. They move by floating in the sky. As the highest in Maimonides' hierarchy, they are tasked with guarding God's throne. There is no exact historical origin for the Ophanim. Joseph F. Blumrich, a former NASA employee, theorized that Ezekiel's vision of the wheels and other angels might have been a UFO sighting. However, critics labeled him as a conspiracy theorist. Nevertheless, other authors claim that an ingested psychedelic substance caused the prophet's vision. Scholars have also proposed that the image was merely a metaphor for God's mystery. It's interesting to take a step back and observe the conception of these beings from a secular standpoint. Centuries of culture, geography, and history have shaped what we have collectively forgotten and reimagined as angels. The otherworldly nature of these beings is also of note to believers in Christian and Jewish scripture. If they are worthy, they will be spending an eternity in heaven with God, alongside these bizarre beings. I'm going to have to start off with some bad news. I received confirmation that Love for All Humans has passed away. I heard it a while ago, just from a single viewer. I didn't know if it was accurate or not, but the obits are now out on the internet. And this is the obit for Love for All Humans, William Preston Fowler, who was only 57 when he died. Holy cow. Youngster compared to myself. The obit here at echovita.com, where you can leave comments and condolences, and even add photos. It says, with heavy hearts, we announce the death of William Preston Fowler, otherwise known as Love for All Humans, of Columbus, New Mexico, who passed away on May the 8th, 2023, at the age of 57. He was born March 20th, 1966. And again, you can leave a sympathy message here to the family on the memorial page to pay them a last tribute at echovita.com. May God rest his soul.